Welcome. You're on the Malika.Vedic Astrology channel, and this is your August forecast. And before we begin, one important note. The forecasts here are based on your ascendant sign, which is also your rising sign. This isn't Western astrology, this is Vedic astrology. Please check out the very first video on this channel. There I explain in detail the difference between Western astrology and Vedic astrology. If you don't yet know your ascendant sign, please provide your date of birth, precise time of birth, and place of birth, and I will gladly help you determine it absolutely free of charge. All contact information is available in the description below this video. Cancers, I have news for you. In the first half of August, several planets are simultaneously converging in your very own sign, precisely in the first house, and notably, one of them will be at its peak strength during this time. The first house represents your true self, your physical body, your overall health, your appearance, and the way you are perceived by others. It is your character, your temperament, your general life force, and overall vitality. It's the house of self-awareness and personal initiative. This signifies the energy with which you enter this world and begin to project yourself into it, fundamentally shaping how you are perceived by others. A multiplanetary conjunction like this, occurring in your native sign, is indeed quite rare. From June 1st to the end of October, Jupiter, the planet of growth, generosity, and wisdom, is transiting your first house. And it is specifically in Cancer that it finds itself in exaltation, occupying one of the most potent and influential positions any planet can possibly achieve. And having Jupiter positioned here like this is truly a rare gift. For several months straight, it has been literally expanding and elevating your personality, your sense of well-being, and your self-confidence. By August 1st, the Sun is already positioned there, right in your first house. It will make its appearance here on the 16th of July and remain until the 16th of August. The Sun governs willpower, the Father, and everything that becomes visible. Next to an exalted Jupiter, it brings visibility, leadership energy, and a desire to express yourself brightly. On August 2nd, Mars exits your 11th house, the realm of income, sudden gains, friends, and aspirations, and shifts into the 12th house in Gemini, the domain of expenditures, hidden affairs, overseas connections, and dreams. The energy that was previously directed toward achieving goals and interacting with the external world now flows inward, retreating behind the scenes away from public view. It is possible for there to be activity behind closed doors, such as working on a project that is not yet ready to be discussed. It could manifest as an overseas journey, or simply a sense that your energy is being directed towards unfamiliar paths. Be mindful of your sleep. Don't overwork yourself at night. On the 5th of August, Mercury enters your first house, where the Sun and exalted Jupiter are already positioned. Now, 3 planets reside in your own sign. Mercury, governing the mind and speech, when positioned alongside Jupiter and the Sun, bestows upon you an exceptionally clear and confident manner of self-expression and articulating your intentions. On August 12th, a significant event occurs, a new moon, and it lands precisely in your first house, in conjunction with the exalted Jupiter and Mercury. What an incredible coincidence, wouldn't you agree? And this is the main event of the month for Cancer. A new moon is a moment of complete renewal for the area where it occurs, and here it coincides with the most powerful planet of the month, right in your sign. This could manifest as a true feeling of a brand new chapter opening up for you in terms of your self-perception and how you present yourself to the world. This could manifest as a bold decision concerning yourself, your health, or your overall lifestyle, embraced as a fresh start, as if beginning completely anew with a clean slate. This might be a surge of confidence, one you haven't experienced in a very long time, or new beginnings that immediately find substantial support. It is best not to let such new moons pass by unused. If you've been wanting to start something truly important just for yourself, this is the perfect window of opportunity. Do not miss it. August 16th. The sun departs your first house, entering your second, in Leo house of money, family, speech, values. The entire focus of your attention changes, moving away from who am I to what do I want, what do I value. On August 22nd, Mercury joins it. Your mind and speech are now directed towards financial and family topics, conversations about money, and evaluating your work. Some significant family dynamics and conversations become much clearer and more impactful. And all month long, Ketu, the planet of renunciation, intuition, the planet that condenses everything, is already present in this very second house. And the second house governs money and savings, speech, and values. So Ketu here represents a classic, rather ambiguous position. It can foster an intuitive and non-materialistic perspective on both money and the words you choose to express yourself. This means less preoccupation with savings and a greater trust in what truly matters in your life. However, there is also a flip side to this transit: absent-mindedness in financial specifics, forgetfulness in price discussions, and words spoken inappropriately. And when the Sun and Mercury also arrive here on August 22nd, you should definitely double-check all agreements and figures a bit more carefully than you normally would. Your intuition might be accurate, but the specifics may still elude you. August 27th brings a full moon, and not just any full moon. It features a partial lunar eclipse set to be one of the most profound in recent memory. It occurs in your 8th house, Aquarius, the house of transformation, others' money, inheritance, crises, and hidden matters. And there all month sits Rahu, the planet craving unconventional paths to goals. Conversely, the Sun, Mercury, and Ketu are already in your 2nd house. This eclipse, occurring on the 2nd house, 8th house axis, has the potential to bring about a sudden and profound clarification of situations involving joint finances, insurance policies, taxes, or even an inheritance. Or perhaps an unexpected event that will completely change your entire perspective on what you truly value. A deep conversation about values within the family, one that doesn't tolerate half measures. Eclipses don't like gray areas, and whatever happens during these days will likely remain significant for a long time. And one more detail. For the entire month, Venus is in your 3rd house in Virgo, the house of communication, courage, and short trips. However, in Virgo, Venus is in its detriment, not quite at ease, and this may manifest as a sense of insecurity regarding how you are perceived during conversations. Perhaps there's an excessive self-criticism about your words, or a slight embarrassment that your usual charm isn't working as effortlessly today. It's as if you need to exert a more conscious effort, to truly strive to speak with more warmth than what might naturally come to you, making it feel less spontaneous. And against this backdrop, retrograde Saturn stands in your 9th house all month long, in the sign of Pisces, which is the house of luck, the father, distant travels, and higher meaning. This requires patience in matters of learning, in matters of faith, or in your relationships with your father or a revered teacher. You shouldn't expect immediate results, but a methodical approach and diligent work in this area will truly establish something lasting and robust. Now, let's briefly go over the topics of health, money, career, and love for August. So, what's in store for a Cancer's health in August? An exalted Jupiter in the 1st house provides significant support. Immunity, vitality, and appearance are stronger this month. However, Mars in the 12th house from August 2nd asks you to be careful with your sleep. Avoid overworking late at night, and be sure to protect your eyes during extended screen time. Venus, in its debilitated state in the 3rd house, might slightly affect your throat and voice. If you feel fatigued, allow yourself breaks from conversations. And what about the financial outlook for Cancer in August? The first half of the month works in your favor through self-confidence. Your strong ascendant sign supports any new beginnings. After August 16th, the focus shifts directly to money matters. The Sun and Mercury provide clarity and a strong persuasive edge in all discussions concerning prices and income. But Ketu is continuously present, so it's vital to meticulously re-verify all figures and agreements. Your intuition is sharp here, but you should pay closer attention to the details. The eclipse on August 27th could suddenly bring much clarity to situations involving joint finances, insurance, or an inheritance. Regarding your career in August, Saturn retrograde in the ninth house demands patience in matters concerning studies, your standing with elders, or professional ties over long distances. There is growth, but it's slow, demanding a methodical approach and patience. Mars, having moved into the 12th house, shifts a part of your professional activities behind the scenes. You might have to put in effort where the results aren't immediately apparent. Do trust the process. So, what does August hold for your love life and relationships? The first half of August is a time for personal magnetism. A strong ascendant sign with an exalted Jupiter makes you more noticeable and confident. And the new moon on August 12th is a great reason to see yourself in relationships in a new light. Venus in the third house, in its fall, may cause slight verbal awkwardness. Don't be afraid to talk about your feelings more simply and warmly than usual. For those in a partnership, after both August 16th and 22nd, the focus of love will transition to shared values and conversations about the future with your significant other. Furthermore, the eclipse occurring on the second 8th house axis on August 27th might usher in an unexpectedly profound and transformative moment within your intimate relationships. Therefore, now is the ideal moment to openly discuss what you genuinely treasure in your relationship. For those who are seeking a partner, the first half of the month works in your favor with remarkable ease. An exalted Jupiter, along with a new moon in your own sign, makes you much more appealing than usual, so attention might just come naturally. After August 16th, a new connection is more probable through discussions about shared values, finances, or family matters, rather than a mere romantic gesture. And the eclipse on the second 8th house axis, occurring on August 27th, could unexpectedly usher in a truly significant and profound encounter toward the close of the month. The main message of the month is, Cancer, this month you are finally at the center of your own life, not through effort, but simply because the planets have aligned that way. Have a truly wonderful August, dear Cancers, and allow yourself to be the main character of your own story. That was the general transit forecast for your sign. Your personal natal chart, or your personal annual forecast, will reveal precisely which themes will be most prominent for you and the extent to which these transits will manifest in your life. For an accurate analysis, I need your date of birth, exact time of birth, and place of birth. All contacts are listed below this video.